Hello friends, now this session is about the NEET PG preparation for 18th April exam. We were already confused and now another news that exam will be having a little change pattern in the form of 200 questions with the same amount of time. So one more confusion added to already existing, too much of confusion about the preparation of the exam. So what is the interpretation of the new pattern which NBE has proposed? When they say it's 200 question and the same amount of time, so they are giving you more time to solve the question. It means they are intending to give you little lengthier question. So uh, I think it's common sense. I think you need not hear from anyone. I would say you can even predict it. It's not something like news to you that there will be integration. There will be ECG, X-ray given in the same question with the history. Because you're getting a little bit extra time per question. So they would expect you to integrate the radiology with maybe the surgery or maybe medicine with ECG with X-ray finding given over there and answer that question. So this is about the change in the exam. So question reduced to 200, time remains same. But what does it bring to me as a student who is preparing for the NEET PG in the final leg of the preparation? Shall I change my strategy now, or shall I deviate a little bit, or shall I really continue my own strategy which I have made? The first and foremost thing would be do not change the sequence of preparation of the subjects you have put as per your own schedule, which you must have thought by now that this is what I'm going to follow. If in the last leg of preparation we start changing, adopting new things, new techniques, new books, new resources, believe me, it is going to take us nowhere. We are already confused. Let's admit that everyone who is preparing for NEET PG, if he or she says that I have got no confusion, I have got absolute clarity what I want to do, and I've got full confidence I'm going to crack it. Believe me, you are next Gautam Buddha in making. At least I am not. I believe in remaining, Buddhu rather than Buddha, because being Buddhu means that you are actually part of the normal human species. Actually. So we were already confused. There is a little bit more confusion, but I think we can simplify that. The number one rule is that we will not change our schedule of preparation. Whatever schedule you have made by now, by hearing a lot of respected faculty members, who have been doing a lot of hard work to put information on this channel, you would have adopted something which suits the best, and please stick to that. Number two. Number two is that please lay more stress on the clinical aspect of the basic and paraclinical subjects also. This you can really, do when you revise the subject now. You know what you focus more at. You also know that pharmacology will have a clinical angle somewhere more. Epilepsy, anti-epileptic drugs, Parkinsonism treatment, etc. So that kind of area in every subject out of basic sciences and the paraclinical sciences should be given due importance in the remaining period of the time when you touch them, maybe the second last time and the last time just before the exam. Now about the clinical thing, how to really, do, justice to the clinical paper, which is we're going to expect now. We already discussed that we must do a lot of multiple choice questions every day. I expected that that we will be having 2.5 hours or maybe 3 hours for the multiple choice questions, and you have got beautiful resources with you. You have got DAMS visual treat material with you. You have got the AIMS capsule of DAMS with you, and you have got wonderful class notes with you from whichever resource you are following. And please make those class notes your fundamental thing. Please understand that the question will have a very lengthy statement, but the important thing will be either an investigation will be asked, or investigation would be given and they will ask for a diagnosis, or they will ask for the treatment of choice of that particular thing. Now, for that, you just need to, tune in by doing more multiple choice questions and just continuing with your own content right now. You should not be searching for new content here and there. That's not the case. Believe me, in the last part of preparation, whatever exam pattern may be, the most important thing is, did you revise what you've already done or not? Rather than collecting new information, did you revise what you've done already in your last so many months? Or are you doing the revision now or not? And then just before the exam, are you seeing it again or not? So is there any change? So if you ask me, Rajiv, tell us that, any change we should bring or no change. The answer is no change. No change. Let's give solace to our, already so complicated scenario in which we are having every night palpitations by, expecting something or else going wrong on the exam day. And believe me, I can understand that, what really, because the biggest fear right now in our heart is what if this happens, what. So I would say that let's not add more, trouble to already, turmoil kind of, period which we are passing through. But one thing is for sure that you must really hear it from me, that I must be interacting with a lot of students now, and I can tell you that each one of you is passing through the same kind of state of mind. So NB brought something new, but that new thing should not bring a new change to our scheme of preparation. There can be little bit more focus on the clinical aspects of the basics and paraclinical sciences, and little bit more of multiple choice questions also. I think I shared a clinical vignette PDF in my Telegram group also. I'll share it again. There's a lot of clinical vignettes in that PDF, which a lot of volunteers made together. You can just go through those clinical vignettes of various clinical subjects whenever you get time, maybe 25, 30 question every day. That will give you a hang of the things maybe. And similar resources, you already have it. You have it. Your resources are perfect resources. Trust your resource and use the resource which you have been adopting. And believe me, that's going to help us out on the exam day. Now, one last thing. Please use each day now as a golden day, because the information which you're going to really gather, now by revising the content we already did, is going to be fresh in your mind. And then you're just, days before the exam, we once again have the last look as we planned in our vision video also. That values the, most in the whole preparation of the NEET PG. So my question to you is, are you going to really devote each day with a lot of commitment, a lot of, dedication, and having continuous feeling in your heart that I am doing my best and I'm leaving the rest to the God to decide. May God bless my hard work. This is the thing which you can really, remind yourself every now and then, because if somebody says, I don't feel anxious, I don't feel negative, I really never anticipate failure, believe me, I have to ask for a genetic checkup that are you really belonging to our species or not. Everyone faces the same kind of fears and apprehensions. The best thing is that we can sit down, talk to ourselves, and really bring the whole energy now in a super focused manner to revise and re-revise with it. No more new content. Titration of the content in view of the new NEET PG pattern of more clinically intense things. We will look at more images. We'll try to think about the integrated question in our own way so that we have a practice of solving those questions. We will not be scared of looking at the long questions also. Long statement-based questions should not scare us. Try to get the hang of that. All subjects are going to be really important, but yes, lay more stress on the clinical ones. Do not ignore orthopedics. Do not ignore pediatrics. Do not ignore radiology, psychiatry, dermatology. Of course, they are really the clinical ones. Actually, their questions are not going to change with that. The distribution of the questions, you would not be able to sense this question belong to pathology or pharmacology or physiology or medicine. Please don't bother about the question distribution in view of this new number 200. The relative proportion of the question would remain the same for the clinical subjects. However, the basic and the paraclinical subject would be merging most probably with the clinical ones also, only maybe in pediatrics, maybe osteology with orthopedics, maybe physiology with medicine, maybe anatomy with surgery, and that's all about it. But it does not mean that we should ignore those subjects. It just means that we're going to give more stress on the clinical aspect of those subjects. So let me summarize. Number one, no change in our strategy of preparation. Number two, laying more stress on the clinical aspect of the basic and paraclinical sciences. Number three, doing more clinical vignette-based questions every day, okay? And number four, please accept that I'm already having confusion, and it's a normal behavior of a medical student when he or she is passing through this phase. But I would not let this NB new pattern add more confusion to my existing state of mind. I would keep it channelized because I know these remaining days are the golden days. And last mantra of every day to practice within you is that I will keep on doing my best and I will leave the rest to God to decide, and may God bless my hard work. Thank you very much. Best wishes to everyone. We'll be again connected before your exam. Thank you.